we'll play both of them. Somebody hit a 39 under. Right, let's go. We'll play in the... So what we'll do, we'll play in this one. So I need to... Play it or not.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to TPC Sawgrass, known for one of the most terrifying holes in all of golf, the 17th Island Green. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action for today's event. Frank, you're no stranger to this layout, one of the most demanding golf courses on tour.
Well, it certainly is. There's water abound. This course is famous for its tragedies as well as its triumphs. But if you get through here successfully, then you can certainly pat yourself on the back.
We'll see after that.
Tee shot here at the first.
You immediately see what Pete Dye tries to do here, Rich. This hole looks like a straightaway par 4, but just that fairway shaping to the left and shaping to the right makes a very, very short par 4 difficult.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, you want to get off to a good start. This approach shot here at the first is important.
It is. Two distinct levels on this this green, the high side on the left there and the lower side on the right. If you're trying to keep that ball a little left of the middle, you've got to be careful of that bunker on the left.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Getting set now over the putt. Makes it right in the center. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Right now the third shot here at the par 5.
Yeah, be very aware on what level that flag is. If it's on the back right, you must fly it all the way up there. The easiest one is that left side. You can use the mound or go straight at the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank going for 2 in a row now. Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. Frank, break down the par 3 third for us.
The big bridge in the middle of this green, really you have a front section and a back section. That front bunker, the one that you first see off the tee, that really doesn't come into play. But there's a sneaky one behind the flag and down the left side. Really good par 3.
Frank missed the green off the tee.
Yeah, but this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at the par 3.
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge. And that's it. A hybrid putt, you name it, whatever works.
And he's made the green. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So, 2 under early on. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of 2 evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it.
If you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
This one just inside 30 feet. Certainly you wouldn't call that close.
On the computer, it registers at 29 feet. A good 29-foot putt here.
Please read the putt. Oh, sneaky.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no 2 ways about that. He's putting well.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way, really, to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close.
Another good swing. Another good approach shot.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Good-looking shot right here. That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Just broke away at the last second.
So good. Oh, so good.
Nice par to remain at 2 under. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole. Really.
Please be a straight putt.
This is an awkward length.
Straight, man.
What a bonus.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 9?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Great strike and a great result. Setting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where When you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this.
I mean, the skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. You can't hide the flag stick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. You know what's better than 2 birdies in a row?
What's that?
3. That's what he's going for.
That's a turkey in bowling, isn't it?
He's no turkey.
Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Headed for the bunker. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Just a couple of feet. This is impressive now. 6 under par. 2 straight birdies. They're now the 12th hole of the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view.
This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front, so a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
Frank, how about that?
Can you believe that, sir? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced around, still straight on. Amazing shot, and really deserved it.
170 yards still to go. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
And he's putting for par now. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
It's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left, mounds to the right. This is it. You got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Frank, TPC Sawgrass has been such a great stage for so many great players through the years. I'm thinking about Norman, Couples, Love, Tiger, Phil, Sergio. They've all won here.
Well, when Norman shot that incredible score, that really made them change the golf course. It became a little bit more difficult after that, but seeing Fuzzy Zeller wave the white towel after what was probably one of the best driving exhibitions I've ever seen in my lifetime was something. And of course, my fellow countryman Craig Perks using just one putt over those last 3 holes.
Frank, one of our colleagues at Golf Channel, Brian Hammond's always liked to say, keep it in the short grass. It is nice to play from the fairway.
The game's so much easier from the fairway. Less decisions to be made. You don't have to worry about a flyer or the lip in front of the bunker or a tree. The game almost appears straightforward for me.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
See you snack, though.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. This is par.
You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
It's a 180-yard shot, his second. Good swing, good shot yet again. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. The great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Frank, how early in the round are you thinking about the shot at 17?
Well, when you're playing well, you're pushing it ahead. Maybe you don't think about it till 14 or 15. If you're struggling, you might be thinking it early as the 5th or the 6th hole. But put it this way, when you make the walk from 16 to 17, you are thinking of it every inch of the way.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. This is one of the best rounds I've seen in a long time. That is an 8th birdie on the day.
You know what? We're just going to go for this. Right there.
I'm loving that balance.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you. Water left. that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. I mean, almost hard to believe. 13 under already. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.
Oh no. What position do we come in? Minus 13. We are... Doesn't show you. Pardon me. Right, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this one properly. Absolutely do it how it's meant to be done. Chamber Bay. Oh. 2 seconds, I want to check something. 8 hours, 5 and 8 hours, oh, perfect.
Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo, here in the state of Washington, getting ready for a wonderful day of golf. Chambers Bay, the site of the action. And Frank, what can you tell us about this course?
Well, if you're not looking at the golf course today, you can certainly look at the scenery, which is fantastic today. The water is just glistening. Those Olympic mountains are just standing out there in the background. But once your mind drifts back to the golf course, you're going to have your game today. Firm and fast, going to play like a true lynx.
Is the wind a factor?
It is. You get some of those cross-breeze holes, then all of a sudden you really better know exactly how you're striking the ball.
Now the approach here at hole number 1, and Frank, what are we looking at?
Well, semi-blind, but it's fine. You know, just a little peek and you can see what's in front of you. Really no bunkers down the left side. If you do miss down there, a little chip back up the hill, but it's a big enough green.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up.
I don't think it was going to be my putt either. Let's find the line.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Even par early on. Ready to tee off here at the second. Frank, what's it all about?
Well, you hit your tee shot here through the dunes, Rich, not overly long, just under 400 yards. The bunker on the left really shouldn't be a problem. Just avoid the dunes on the right and left.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
No, I can't play this. It's just no right. What we're gonna do is we'll go head to head with somebody. During the session. I've not played this one yet. We'll play this one. 4 people online. 3 people down. Trophy playing for the night. Wow, that was horrible. Heavy enough. Oh, the dive bomb. Can I get this in again? It's actually really shocking. Just 12 under. I'm now 1 over on a ranked server. This is the Battlefield one, isn't it? Probably shocking, is this guy? Right. Where have I just hit that? Off the wall. I've never played these ones. This is the first time I played them. These were onto the green from the off. It's always better when it's the we're going to go straight there. Boom! Hopefully this has pushed it right up. Thanks. You alright? Where the fuck's the home? Oh, I don't know. Oh. Oh no. It bounced, is it? Rough. This is a horrible game. This is off. I'm not liking this level anyway. Oh, third hole and I'm already +3. +2, sorry. Right, let's see. Pulse in there. Put my head in here. You can do that. Must have been a fellow Scot. You're actually kidding me. I can't put that for you. You look trin as well though. Oh my word. This is absolutely shocking. +3 and only 4 in. 5 in. 5 in now. Go up the hill, up the hill. That'll do. Oh, oh, oh. That's a nice piece on there. I'll take that. Land on the course a wee bit. And there's a straight putt. And I'm going to fuck it up a bit. Right. I fucking swung it the other way. Could have been my turnaround there. Could have been. Oh. +3. I kind of chucked that in the water. Sorry when you're not overhitting it, but I'm overhitting it. That's deceiving light. Oh! So limit reached +5. Who came up? Oh, booming it. Big hit moment. Right. Oh, go down. Oh. That's a mass I hit. Well, these guys are doing it -10. I'm putting it right there. No, actually, I'm going to stick it right there. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's the Matrix, mate. Matrix. Yeah, I've got it. I mean, who puts a mountain on a golf course? Yeah, first one on par. Huh. I'll take that, that's a wee bit. Hopefully get this one in par. Yeah, another par. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jedi Warriors. Oh. Ninth hole. Can I pull this back? Big hit moments. Oh, love the big hits. Oh, oh. Can I hang this? Can I hang it? I'm no longer going to be the last one now. Yeah, I've absolutely smashed it. Great result. Let's see. Oh, we'll play St Andrews. Let me avoid one. come on, vote for St Andrews. St Andrews. Oh no, I didn't even vote for there. Oh great, we're playing at Bay. Oh, no, no, no. We'll go there. Get paid. Right, let's hopefully go with better one. I totally agree. Totally agree. Play cheap as well. Oh, getting into. Oh, are you kidding me? He's just done the exact same as I've done. It's all about the pub life. rough. Somebody's went -2 again, hasn't it? -3 now. Yeah, take it for par. Take that, -3. Come and do me fire on it. I was in Bath last. Let's go. Oh, minus. Can we make that -3? Oh. Oh, green on 1. I'm never getting this. Let's just go for it. Oh, 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 oh. I'll go -3 there. And we're gonna go backhand moments. Oh, it's bunker violent? No, it's not. Oh. I'm not too bad at it. Go -5. I think we're not going to make any on this unless we pull it. Boom. Just back swing. Without the delay. Oh. Da, da, da. Oh. It was a horrible, horrible shot. A great approach nightmare. It just skidded. The greens were fast. Come on. Last one, let's hopefully we can stay second. Last one, and then I'm going to shoot to my bed. Please give me a nice line. Oh, that's a perfect line. Straight. Took the hole. That'll do me. I think it's only for 9 holes. Yeah, actually 1-1. That's me.